All right, members of the media. We have Pendleton County head coach Jeremy Bodkin, players Clayton Kazamore, Tanner Townsend, and Jacob Beachland. Coach, a few comments on the game, then we'll field questions.
It's a tough one. Get hats off to Tucker County Coach Hellman. They did a great job. You know, we played them twice. Our third time's always a tough one, and you know what? I know we were prepared, but they were a bit more prepared. They gave us all. We gave everything we could to them, and it just came up short.
Question.
When did you feel like the game kind of started getting away from you? It was pretty close up until 3 or 4 minutes remaining.
Yeah, I don't want to use this as an excuse, but you know, we had one cold day. Was under the weather a little bit. Didn't realize that until about third quarter. He wasn't really feeling the greatest. So, you know, I'm not going to use that excuse because we still had people who could have stepped up and did step up. We just didn't have that. It was probably towards the end of the fourth or middle of the fourth quarter when I figured we probably weren't going to be able to pull it out.
Kind of struggled a little bit to score in the second half. Was there something they were doing, or was that something you guys just want to make a shot?
That's just Civic Center. I mean, that's just a Civic Center. It's tough to score down here. Give hats off to Tucker. I mean, he shot lights out there. I mean, 15 hit a couple of threes there. I think 3 of them. I mean, that basically put the dagger in us. You know, yeah. We just did. We tried to force too many shots, and didn't run their offense a couple of times. But you know, again, I'm not going to be upset because they were trying. We were trying.
Jacob, I think you had 6 blocks at halftime. Just talk a little bit about the way you were kind of protecting the paint and what your mentality was down there.
It was just be aggressive, stay tall, don't leave my feet really until he goes up with a position.
Coach, anything noticeably different from the regular season meetings in today, or how does it kind of affect your preparation when both teams kind of know each other?
I think it makes it easier to a point, but still, I mean, we did the same thing we did. We've done before. They did the same thing. They just executed a little bit better and shot a lot better. You know, bigger floor. You know, Tucker's got a big floor. We got our floor is nice, but got on this big floor. They spread us out, and again, hats off to Coach Hellman.
Any further questions? All right, thank you all very much.
Thanks, guys.
All right, members of the media, we have Tucker County Head Coach Daniel Helmick, players Hayden Wamsley, Owen Knotts, and Ashton Licklater. Coach, a few comments on the game, then we'll field questions.
We knew it was ugly. We knew that. Playing them 3 times, they know us. We know them. I knew it was going to be that kind of game. Their second half, we actually rebounded a little better, took care of the ball, made a couple shots. We're going to guard. We guarded all year, so we made a couple shots. We did. We're down.
Questions?
Hayden, it seems like the momentum of the game kind of changed when you hit those 2 threes kind of near the end of the third quarter. Just, do you guys feel like the momentum changed from there, and how'd you just keep that momentum in your favor?
Oh yeah, the three-pointers definitely helped the momentum, but I think the big part was us playing defense and getting stops and rebounds. The first half we rebounded the ball pretty poorly, but the second half we started boxing out and actually getting some rebounds. That helped a lot.
Hey Owen, your first half, I mean, come in here and it seemed like everybody else was kind of nervous, but you kind of held the form and had a big first half.
Well, I was pretty nervous, sophomore, just starting this year. I just got on the fast break and made a couple bunnies and got an and one, and the momentum kind of came, and then we did okay on defense, and it just kind of, they came back, but I did good, I guess.
Coach, obviously the threes were working in your favor, were not working in their favor. They had a couple chances where if they would have hit a couple of those threes, they might have hung in there a little bit longer. So just talk about the three-point shooting.
We try to rub people off the 3-point line with our length in there. We try to funnel anything to our length and make them bouncers, and we try to challenge it to protect the rim. It did a good job. The Townsend kid can really shoot. He made some big shots here last year, so we try to take away his airspace and make him a dribbler. Lost him once, but they've done a good job. Then we, again, with us, if we can get a couple to go, the way we play defense at times, and we preach rebounding. But like Hayden said, we can do a very good job in the first half rebounding. I'm not so sure we blocked out real well the second half. We got to fix that, but we did compete on the glass, and we'll see what happens. We've got some stuff to clean up, obviously. But 2 years ago, this team won 4 games. Now we're state semifinals, so I couldn't be any prouder of these guys.
Coach,
Go ahead.
Coach, heading into the semifinals, anything that you're looking to improve upon as you guys head forward into this tournament after this game?
I mean, we can't go 13 to 21 for foul. I think that's what we were. I mean, to win by double figures and do that, we got to clean that up somewhere. We'll get a gym somewhere and shoot a bunch of them. I thought we ran sets. I thought actually went up 8 a couple times early. I thought we could have ran some offense and really put it away early. And I thought we shot quick and let them back in. And we were up 8 9. The way we guard at times, we need to be relaxed a little bit and run some offense and throw some passes. So we'll go over that stuff tomorrow. But we're excited, right?
Yeah, eight turnovers in the first half, and I thought really in that first half, if you take away a few of those turnovers, they probably don't get it back to tied. Talk about halftime. Talk about
We weren't coming to the ball. I thought we were lazy. I thought our guards and bigs. Come meet the ball. We preach it. Come meet the ball. We can't turn the ball. We need every possession we can get. Come meet the ball. And I thought we did a better job out in the second half.
Any other players, what was it like playing that early, and did you guys kind of get a little bit more energy as the game wore on? Did that have anything to do with playing better in the second half?
I'd say in the first half, especially the first quarter at the beginning, I'd say a lot of us were a little tired and really nervous for it. Except for Owen, he had our first 7 points of the game, which was very impressive. But definitely in the second half, the whole team had a lot more energy coming out, and it really helped us.
Coach, you mentioned a few years back this team had only won 4 games. What do you think has attributed to the success that has brought you guys to the tournament this year?
Just work. I mean, they bought in. He was actually, my senior was there before. It was a hard year, my first year. But they bought in. They had a real couple good offseason. Last year we snuck in down here with 12 wins. Played man, which obviously, actually really helped us. It really gave us a motivation for the summer. He was pretty good. Of course, man was pretty good last year. Very good this year. But yeah, just work. I mean, you're going to get into what you put into it, right? That's what we preach. We always, we always preach that. These kids are busting their butt, they deserve it. That's his gift.
Any further questions? All right, thank you all.
Thank you, guys.
Congratulations.
Thanks,
Hayden,
sir.
does your name have a Y in it or no?
No, it doesn't.
Does not? Okay.
It's just H.
This set has a Y and that doesn't.